I'm pretty sure at this point, if I'm sitting on the bed, you know it's going to be kind of a negative video. But hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Calamity, your favourite twat in a Sonic hat, and you know what this subject matter is? Wound me up so much, I'm not even going to wear the Sonic hat. Oh, my head looks awful. We're doing this properly this time. Okay, so many of you may have heard the news that Collider has decided to go a new way in its direction and has decided to cancel the podcasts Movie Talk, Collider Heroes, Collider Live, and Collider Jedi Council. I would assume that if you guys are watching this, you maybe watched one or two of their videos. They make really good videos, and recently they have been on a deep fake kind of run, doing the George Lucas ones that you may have seen, and they do the Roundtable one with Tom Cruise and Jeff Goldblum and Ewan McGregor and Robert Downey Jr. And they're focusing on that. They have been quite funny. I don't know if it's necessarily a trend that's going to continue, but they have stated that they are officially ending their podcasts and moving forward in this video direction. A lot of people have lost their jobs. I personally love Collider podcasts. I think they're great. I would listen to Collider Live every day at work, and then I would listen to Movie Talk once a week and Jedi Council and things like that. I also really like Mark Riley's Rule of Two. It's a really good show. And unfortunately, the people that worked on these podcasts are out of the job. And there are people like Roxy, Dorina, Mark, Cody, Alex, John Roker. And John Roker is also out of the job now. And I've been following Collider since I was, about 3-4 years now. I've really enjoyed their stuff. It's been really good. And, you know, John Campea left, and he's come out and spoken about this situation very publicly, which is not really like him at all. And then it was Mark Ellis and Christian Harloff for a while, and that was probably my favourite era of Collider. And then once, Mark went off to do his stand-up and Christian moved on to Sen, we saw Roxy and Dorina take over Collider Live, and it was still a hell of a good show. Those two, everyone on the panel really bounced off each other well. Great podcasts. And unfortunately, this has had to end. And as, many people have said, John Campea has said it particularly, these are things that happen in business. These decisions need to happen. The views were stagnating. But you're in a situation with these deep fakes where this is a bit of a trend at the moment, but this isn't going to last very long. And Collider have always wanted to go with very celebrity kind of focused content ever since, AMC took over it and then Mark Fernandez bought out the company. It's always kind of gone in that way. They really want to do a lot more celebrity stuff. And, the core fan base, like myself, has been built up on these movie podcasts and these superhero podcasts and that kind of thing, and Star Wars. And it's really sad to see. But that is one part of it. And that's the bit where it's like, I'm really sorry for the people that have lost their jobs. It's awful. It's a real shame that this has had to happen. And then there is the number 2 at Collider, called Jack Hind, who is actually the most despicable person I have seen on the internet in quite some time. And I'm from the UK. We have Katie Hopkins, we have Boris Johnson, we have Nigel Farage. Take your pick. This guy is just absolute scum. So let's dive into what he says. So originally, Scott Nant, who still works for Collider, put out a tweet from their Once Upon a Time in Hollywood event, and said, best moment from yesterday's sold out Q&A for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at the ArcLight in Hollywood. Writer-director Quentin Tarantino told me he watches Collider and he called him out for not putting Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in his top 5. It was actually his 6th option. Really lovely tweet. Obviously, Scott Mance has been with Collider for a very long time, and it's really nice to see him get success with that. And then Jack Hind just came out and tweeted, "I wonder why Collider chose to focus their resources on industry professional content and not daily movie comment and fart jokes. I wonder why Collider chose to focus their resources on industry professional content and not daily movie commentary and fart jokes." People have literally just lost their jobs. You've just taken their jobs away. You've taken their medical insurance away. You've taken the money for their rent, for their kids, all that kind of thing. Cody is a new dad. Mark is a father. No, wait, is Mark Riley a father? Mark Riley isn't a father. I'm sorry. Christian is a father. But you just cut people off from everything that they held dear, and then you're poking fun at them instantly. You are the number 2 of the company. You need to be representing the company. It shames me to say this guy is English, and he has literally, you look at him and he's not one of the original faces behind Collider. That was John Campea. He created Collider and made it what it was, and all the talent that's been there since has been the reason that it's elevated to this level that it's got to. And then, things change, things happen, and the views have gone down, but for Collider to be the name that it is because of the talent. And for this absolute knob to come out with this is just, what the hell? What the hell? But then you think, okay, well, it's not that bad. People have done worse in the world. But then it actually kind of gets a bit worse. Okay, and then we have the tweet from the wonderful Ken Napzok, who was the host of Collider Jedi Council. And he has been with Collider and across the YouTube space for so many years now. And he tweeted at Jack Hind after Jack Hind deleted that tweet and said, "Nah, you deleted it, Jack Hind, but you can't run. I've been an industry professional longer than you've been alive. Jobs come and go, companies too, you'll soon find out. Our integrity remains. People lost money in medical. You danced on their graves. Take your medicine, son." And absolutely fair enough. Ken's really hammered it home there. Ken has lost his job. And he is literally, this guy is just making a mockery of the fact these people have lost their jobs. And it's disgusting. It's just so awful to the people that have dedicated their time to making other people's days a bit better, including my own. And it's just, I don't understand what this guy was thinking at all. And then you got John Campea out, and John Campea does not get involved in disputes in such a way. Then Jack Hind replied to Ken Napzok's tweet saying, "Sorry, the daily shows and weekly shows you were all on did not perform well enough to stay around. It sucks, it really does. But the YouTube community didn't support you in the channel, only now once it's gone." This is the biggest middle finger to anyone that has enjoyed Collider podcasts. This guy has come in on something that he didn't work to create. That was John Campea, and that's what Christian and Mark and everyone has done since then to build it up. And Roxy and Dorina deserve a lot of credit as well. And it's just, what is wrong with this idiot? We were supporting it while it was here, and it's been taken from us. And as I said, I understand the business decision. I'm not saying that. But this is a fucking joke. What is wrong with this guy? Again, people have lost their jobs. Do you think this is some sort of SJW uprising or something like that? No, we are pissed off that you took our show away. We don't all watch on YouTube. Personally, even though I'm a YouTuber and I watch all of my content on YouTube, I don't even watch normal television. I listen to the podcast through Spotify. It's the easiest way for me to do that at work because I can't lock my phone when I have YouTube open. So if it's in my pocket, it's going to keep skipping and doing stupid stuff like that. So I listen on Spotify. Now, again, I'm saying I understand that the views may not have been substantial enough to allow this to happen, but this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. You are absolutely shitting on people that have done you a good service all these years. And then John Campea has come out. And, he said, so Ken Napzok called this little shit stain out for mocking people, losing their jobs and insulting everyone. And this was Jack Hind's response. #classy. I'm tempted to give a lesson on why exactly the shows went to decline, and it wasn't because of the talent. And I completely agree with that. It was because of the management coming from up top that was restricting the show and stopping it doing the things it wanted to do. And I think that's a massive part of why Christian Hartloff left. I mean, it's just, it's awful. It's awful. And then Campea came back with another one. And in one tweet, this little cockknuckle, who is apparently the number 2 at Collider now, just shit over everything the dedicated teams over the years did and the dedicated, engaged fans who participated in them. Fuck you. You know nothing, little piece of shit. Absolutely agree with John Campea on this one. And alright guys, I'm not an industry professional podcaster. We haven't done a podcast in over a year. And my podcasts kind of suck. They're great. I love them. I love me and that guy G-Sub chatting about stuff. But, production quality wise, they're not great. I haven't got loads of room to talk about podcasts, but I listen to a lot. And it just goes to show, like, I understand the work that went behind this and the talent that worked so hard on it. And this is just awful. I can't believe this Jack Hind has a job. And I think, to be honest, he needs to go. I've unsubscribed from Collider videos. And although some of the talent is still there, like Dorina's still there. And I can't remember, there's a few other people that are still there, who kept their jobs. And don't get me wrong, I'm really excited to see what they can come up with. But I want nothing. I'm not giving Collider my views while this guy's there. I think if there is a real revival and you guys want Collider Live back, Movie Talk, Riley Roundtable, Witching Hour, Collider Heroes, all of them, like Jedi Council, if you want them back, then we need to kind of do something as fans. We need to get trending somehow. And I know these things are often a pipe dream, but bigger things have happened. I mean, it's not going to be triggered by me. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's already started. But if you do see this and you didn't know about the situation, give it a hashtag or something. I don't know. What are the kids into these days? I don't know. But yeah, so that's the situation with Collider. And I really just wanted to give my thoughts on it because I'm really angry about the situation. I know that's really stupid for someone like me because this doesn't affect my life at all, except that I don't have those particular podcasts to listen to anymore. But, I wanted to throw my hat in the ring on this because this is disgusting. And from the bottom of my heart, I will say this. Jack Hind, you are a fucking prick. Go fuck yourself. Resign. People hate you, man. Fucking hell. We don't want nothing to do with Collider while you're there. So please, fuck off. And, get the people back in. The people that you cut, make the right business decisions, get the talent back in. Because the talent is what kept us watching and listening to Collider. You are not going to keep me there with your deepfakes. Sorry. You all right, a few have gone viral, but you're not going to do it. And this isn't someone that, is an influencer in the YouTube sphere. I mean, I am an influencer, I guess, if you really want to call me that, but it pales in comparison. But I am a fan that is telling you this. You fucked up. And I'm not necessarily saying the decision to cancel the podcast. I wish they could come back. If they can, I'm so ready for it. But I understand that there are business decisions that need to be made. But this prick has actually just boiled my blood seeing all this stuff. God damn it, guys. God damn it. Well, I'm going to end this video here because I've been a bit ranty. And, we're back. We're starting the new year off with a bang. So let's go on a better note. Thank you very much for checking this video out. Make sure to hit that like button, spin dash that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hopefully tap that little bell so you never miss out on any of the latest Calamity Hatcher content. It's always going to be a fun and exciting time. I am back from my little break, which really didn't last too long, but you know, good times, good friends. They kind of bring it back to where things need to be. Thank you to everyone that's checked out the Face Down New Year special video. That was a really cool night. Thank you to everyone that was there. I love you all. It was such an amazing night, and can't wait for the next one. And please check out the Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough that I've just started. Episode 1 is now live. We're going to be doing a total evil campaign run. And then I'm probably going to mix the evil with the evil good final ending on each of them, just so I can do the 2-in-1, because otherwise you have to watch me play like the whole thing. We have to anyway. It's going to be a complicated video series to get through. We're just going to see how it goes. We might get to the point where I've done the main story and all the levels enough times that I just give up. It's a long, tedious game. It's a long, tedious game. Thank you very much once again. And I will catch you guys on the next one, because that is what it takes to be infinite. Take care. And let's save the Collider podcasts.